Okay, so a couple of key things I want to cover now that we've walked through this template in detail. The big one for this video is going to be this website checklist. So there are going to be times when you're like, I don't think like this is, what's the word I'm looking for? This is conducive to put this all in Asana. And so we're going to just put this right here, website checklist. Okay. So it might be where it's like you just would rather put it in like like in Google or something. And if you are like, okay, this is a little bit longer than I want to do for Asana, I'll just put it into Asana though, so that me and my team have access to it. And but you can still access it very quickly from Asana, but it's not like you can get there very quickly. So all this to say is the way that you can add a link to this is I just added this website checklist, and I'm going to show you this checklist in there. We've created as a template, and basically you can come in and we'll just type in a link, and so we can highlight it, and then you say link, and you add the URL. So I'll just add in that link for the website checklist right there, just for the sake of this video. But that's as easy as it is. So then you would come in and you can just click on website checklist, and it's going to open up right away to this template. So we've made it into a template. And basically, this is the checklist that Carly uses with her clients. And so there's some descriptions in there that there's like just checklists that are like, hey, like if you have any photos to gallery, like, gallery links, you want to put that in there, Dropbox link, their website copy, that's a big one, right? Like all of these things that are checklists, but this wasn't really conducive to put into Asana because it's kind of a little bit longer, and it was easier to find everything in a separate spreadsheet than it was necessarily in Asana. So there are going to be times when you're like, I think it's better that this is in a separate document, but I still have it linked back in my Asana. And so that is what we did with the website checklist is it's linked in your Asana. So your entire team and your clients can find it. And again, you would put it down here. You would come down here and you would go website checklist, and you would just say website checklist right here. And you would just throw the link in. Again, it takes only a few seconds and you're good to go, right? And so it's that simple. It's that easy. And basically you'll have this, this template as well, but this is what you can use for your clients, because that's a big undertaking, right? It's kind of a lot to put within Asana, especially because there's a lot in there already. So we wanted to just make sure we had a separate spot to put all that stuff in there, but that is still connected back to Asana. So this is where you can just sky's the limits, create it your own, like as your own. There's due dates, the description of like images that will go for the backgrounds, like your lifestyle images, testimonial images, like all pieces and parts of the website that again may not be conducive in Asana. So you'll have access to this template, and you can just again link it back into Asana, and then always put it back into saved files. So that's going to be the key thing, is just making sure like to always have it back into saved files when you need to refer to it quickly, right? So that's what you'll have in here. But that was a really key piece that I wanted to make sure I noted, that like you may be thinking, well, there's times when I have like bigger documents that I don't want to necessarily put into Asana, but I need to have them in a spot that I can find them quickly. That is how you would do that. You would just link them right into Asana so that you have access to it, your client has access to it, and your team has access to it. And you're golden, right? It's a beautiful thing, but you can keep it all back in this one system that you have, and then you can refer back to it very quickly instead of trying to look around to a bunch of different items of like, where did I put that again? What happened to it? It's all right back in here. But it is just a pattern of getting into like, okay, I have to make sure I link it in there and link it in here. So that way it's really, really easy to refer back to. But that's how you would do it. And it's already built into your template for Asana. So that way you can just access the link really quickly and not have any trouble at all.